Hey guys, so this is a series that I'm hoping that I can commit to. So I will be starting from scratch in GTA Online. My normal character, he is level 252, so I'm starting over right now. So in GTA Online in the PS5 rendition, you're prompted to get four businesses. You can go with executive, gun runner, nightclub owner, or biker. Now, the most lucrative to me was the gun runner, so I picked the gun runner after kind of looking through. Now, at the beginning of making your character, you're given 4 million that can be spent on upgrades, vehicles, weapons, and whatnot. Now, I picked the first one just because it was closer to the city. I struggled with picking what I wanted as an upgrade, mainly because of my budget. I already spent a good chunk of it on the location of my bunker, but whatever you don't use is given to you right after. And to make this somewhat fair, I wanted to use as much of the money I was given as possible because there's no fun in starting off with a huge budget and borderline no challenge. So I spent a lot of money on vehicles and upgrades, and I don't know if y'all want to sit through the whole process of me picking my upgrades because I was really indecisive at the time, but I'll speed it up if you want to watch. So this is the confirmation screen. This is how much I spent. Kind of breezed through it. That's my fault. I didn't know if I was even gonna make this a video or not until I decided to clip like the whole 30 minutes of me playing. I really didn't spend much time on this. But here we get to the character customization. This is where it wants me to copy the rank and all that of my original character. I said no because I did want to start from scratch. Now here we get to the character customization screen. Now I wanted to make my character look just like me as much as possible, but when you enter the initial character customization screen, your hairstyles and eye color and just certain things, they're limited. It wants you to focus mainly on your character's like color and like facial structure and all that, not as much as the hair. I am going to speed up this process because I know you guys don't really care to see my character customization because no one came here to see that. And here's the finished product. And there goes our new character walking out of the police station a fresh new man. And you'll see the shirt isn't what I assigned my character, but it's whatever, it's just a shirt. And here it's trying to get me used to the controls because it still thinks I'm a new player, which I am not. So I'm thinking that it's just something I can blow off and I can just get right to doing what I want to do, but that is not the case at all. And so you'll see me running around kind of confused, just doing the stuff it's telling me to after I finally catch on. Here I get a text from my mechanic, and so then I'm under the impression I can call in my car and I can get right to work. But instead, it gave me a crappy starter car that I had to drive around in for the duration of this video. This is the piece of garbage they gave me. Now, as I get to driving, Lamar texts me about a stash of guns, and so he wants me to head over there and collect them because Los Santos is a shitty place and you need good guns. So I get to the place that Lamar wanted me to get, and I hit this sick ass parking maneuver. Don't lie, that shit was fire. Gas me up in the comments, please. I get to where the guns are stashed, and I take a look at my weapon wheel to see what I got. And the only thing of value really is the special carbine and the homing launcher. And you'll see why those are valuable in later videos. But it's surrounded by Ballas, and those are the rival gang to Lamar, who's an OG. And I didn't think of this, but then I finally neuron activated. I just gunned them down. And I'm an aim assist warrior, so I just lock on to every single one of them and chop them down. I get a little far away, and Lamar texts me telling me to kill any Ballas I see. Luckily, I was one step ahead, and I gunned everyone down on sight. Well, not on sight, it took a bit for a neuron to activate, but that's it. Just a little bit after that text, I see a red dot pop up on my map, and if you don't play GTA, that means that there are people trying to kill me. Luckily, they were in a roofless car, which meant less protection and easier kill for me. Shortly after, I get a text from Agent 14 telling me to go to the bunker that I purchased just a little bit earlier, and he'll give me a tour, and he doesn't even know who I am, which I'm offended. I finally make it to Sandy Shores after being in the city and then immediately being told to drive to this desert. But I finally make it just to be greeted with what's probably the longest cutscene I've had to sit through in my life. And because I feel like making this video longer, I'm going to make y'all watch the cutscene, except I'm going to put Subway Surfers gameplay. So after that finally ended, we had to go set up our business. And to do that, we had to come to this little laptop, scooch in, and log in, and then shortly after, we can set up our business. And unfortunately, that consisted of coming to Rockford Hills and coming all the way back in a shitty truck. And here is the shitty truck full of gun running equipment. And that took about 5 minutes to get here, maybe less, but it sure took a lot longer than 5 minutes to get back in this slow piece of shit. And so I finally make it hitting the same ramp as usual and still missed one of the dogs or deer or whatever the hell that thing was. But I bring in the truck and the supplies are delivered and I'm done setting it up. So during this exposition of the business, I'm just going to say a few things. I started playing GTA back in 2014, a year after it came out on my Xbox 360, and I loved it. It was my favorite game. It still is one of my favorite games. But because I've played it for so long, coming on 10 years, it's sort of lost its flavor for me. And so the reason why I'm starting over and doing all these things is because I want to recapture what made this game feel fresh and new to me. And when you've done everything you can and own every business and have as much money and stuff as I do, the game started to get boring. And that's partially my fault because there was a huge money glitch back in 2020 and I abused the hell out of it and got everything that I wanted. And so, it just kind of ruined the game for me. And I really advise against money glitches because once you get everything you want, the game, it's not as fun anymore. The fun in this game is the grind getting what you want and the satisfaction you get. And you don't really get that with money glitches. And so one of my rules is I will be no glitching, straight money only, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to run Kyle Pericos over and over once I get the chance. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, subscribe please. Thank you.